first day of training for both slopestyle and halfpipe, so it's your chance to maybe get to see Kelly Clark or Danny Davis on a down note while they're just practicing, and maybe give them a high five and wish them luck before things really get going later on in the week. Tuesday is the Junior Jam, so that's when all the young up-and-coming pros get their chance to show their stuff at the halfpipe. And then Wednesday is going to be halfpipe training again. Thursday, slopestyle semis, and then of course slopestyle finals Friday, halfpipe finals Saturday. A full week of the US Open and a full show of TV8 Good Morning Vail. Michelle is going to be speaking to Kim from the Women's Winter Adventures, and coming up next, a weather report.
Allergies can stand in the way of enjoying the moment. Break through with Allegra, the fastest non-drowsy allergy relief. In just 1 hour, it starts tackling tough allergy symptoms for 24 hours of relief. Get back to the moment with Allegra.
When you're here in Colorado, you are at altitude and may be feeling these signs of altitude sickness. You may feel better by giving yourself a boost. Be prepared for those negative effects of altitude with lightweight and portable bottles of Boost Oxygen. Available in 3 sizes. Even choose from our aromatherapy options. It's easy to have with you anywhere, even at the summit. We're available at retailers, hotels, and resorts, including these. Post up and tag us. We'll share your adventures. Enjoy your time in the Rocky Mountain region. Give yourself a boost.
Here at Beaver Creek, your day doesn't just end with skiing and riding on the slopes. There's so much more that happens right here on the plaza where we're standing, Sarah.
Absolutely. We always have something going on here in Beaver Creek, from our ice skating rink right behind us, that's open every day, to great offerings for the whole family. Thursday Night Lights is a huge tradition here. Our glowworm ski down and fireworks every Thursday, to our Fun Fest every Saturday afternoon with games where kids can win prizes. So much going on. You'll always want to check beavercreek.com to take advantage of what we've got going on after you're done with the ski day.
And then, of course, you always bring in new things to each and every season. Tell me about this Beaver Creek Extraordinaire.
Beaver Creek Extraordinaire is our new après-ski offerings during our holiday time. So during holiday, President's Week and spring break, complimentary activities on the plaza here, movies, food, so much more. Check it all out, beavercreek.com.
Oh, that's right. Don't miss it. beavercreek.com. Go check it out.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Sun and Ski, your new mountain sports headquarters.
I am so excited for the weather here in Eagle County for the next couple days. You know, this weather report is going to be brought to you by Sun and Ski, and that's basically the weather for the next couple of days. It's going to be sunny, and you want to get out there and ski. So we are going to be starting out with temperatures of about 8 degrees by about 8 a.m. this morning. Sunny skies throughout. So plan your day around getting out and enjoying it. Warming up from what we've been experiencing the last couple of days. We're going to be at 28 degrees by noon, all the way up to 30 degrees by 4 o'clock today, and only dropping down to 19 by tonight. So today is going to be one of those days when you are out riding in the sun, you are going to feel warm when that sun is on you. Warm temperatures throughout the valley, 19 over in Keystone today. So take advantage of this weather and great conditions while you are here, and you can. So speaking of conditions, we are going to head over to Eric to get a resort report.
This resort report is brought to you by Inspirato. Experience the world's most exclusive vacation homes.
It is going to be pretty incredible on Vail today. Now, no new snow overnight, but they have gotten 7 inches over the past 24 hours. And just from my skate down from the top of Gandhi 1 to Mountaintop Express Chair 4 here, really, really fast snow. Of course, they've got 100% of their terrain open, 100% of lifts. So that means you can explore pretty much everywhere you want to go on the mountain. I would recommend, if you're going up Mountaintop Express here, maybe a little bit of ram's horn action is going to be a blast. That's off to the right from the top of Mountaintop Express, and then maybe up Wildwood number 3 and down Hunky Dory, maybe drop into those trees. Those are super fun. Back up Mountaintop and spend a little time in Northwoods today because they've got some really incredible groomers there. If you're just experimenting on bumps, that's a great place to do it. It's going to be an awesome day in Vail, but Molly, how's Beaver Creek looking?
Yes, I do. I have all the inside information on what is happening with Beaver Creek conditions today. It is going to be a great day to get out there, just like it was yesterday. If you maybe did the Talons Challenge like I did, the conditions were amazing. There was fresh powder on a lot of those mogul runs. It was really something, like an amazing experience. I've never done the Talons before, but I had heard from the people that I was doing it with that it was one of the best years ever from a condition standpoint. So let's talk about what's going on at Beaver Creek if you want to go ski or ride there today. They've gotten 5 inches of snow in the last 24 hours, about 16 inches in the last 7 days. Current season, we are looking at 207 inches of snow, which is just amazing for this time of year. So it's going to be partly cloudy today. It means you're going to want to wear a goggle that lets in a lot of light so that you can really make the most out of your performance on the mountain. High is 34, low is 11. Going to be really, really nice through the weekend as well, or through the week, I should say. Going to be warming up really nicely and really sunny as well. Big thanks to Inspirato for sponsoring this resort report, keeping you up to date on the Vail and Beaver Creek conditions. Coming up, we are going to check in with Periodic Brewing and see what they are all about.
During your first Inspirato vacation, you'll notice that something is different. The beds are made. The dishes are done. You're not worried about what comes next because it's all been taken care of. The kids are getting along, and your spouse has never seen you so relaxed. Everyone truly important to you is gathered together under one roof, and each moment is a reminder you've arrived. Inspirato, luxury vacation homes and experiences.
Since I've started skiing, I barely knew how to put on 2 skis, and now I've really progressed and I'm able to ski nearly everything on the mountain. There's always something out there that you could learn. Tricks in the terrain park, how to ski moguls better. I learned stuff that's fun and stuff that I can do with my friends.
I didn't expect the program to be this rewarding for somebody who's been a skier for so many years. It has made it so much more fun. Anybody could benefit from the ski program.
Only Verizon was ranked #1 by RootMetrics. #1 in 3 Open Signal Mobile Experience Awards. #1 in video streaming according to Nielsen. And #1 in network quality according to J.D. Power. And that's why the only network to win in all 4 major awards is the one more people rely on. Choose America's most reliable network and get it on the best device, iPhone. Now get $300 off the latest iPhone and Apple Music on us too.
I'm here with Maggie, one of the beer tenders at Periodic Brewing right in the heart of downtown Leadville. Maggie, for people that haven't been here before, describe the atmosphere, because as I walked in, I felt immediately comfortable.
That's kind of our goal. It's family owned. It's a really family friendly place. We want everyone to feel comfortable here, whether you're having a beer or a soda or coming in for a snack. We get people from all different ages and lifestyles, hobbies come in.
Well, and we were talking off camera. How is it that you ended up here?
Okay, so I came to visit here with my fiance not too long ago, and we started a little south in BV, but made our way up to Leadville. We spent most of our time here and just kind of fell in love with the town and this place specifically. We talked to the owners and employees, and I just loved it, and we moved up here shortly after.
So you came, you fell in love with it, and then you moved here so that you could work here and be part of this community.
Yeah, we both got jobs here, and that's what we wanted, and it worked out.
That's amazing. Okay, now when people come in, I have to admit, I don't really like beer, Maggie, but you have kombucha on tap.
Yeah, we try to have options for people who don't like beer because we know that that's a thing. We usually have ciders, a couple different ciders, and then kombuchas. And kombucha is great because it's non-alcoholic. So if you're not trying to get a buzz on at a high altitude, there's an option for you.
Right, and then of course for people that do love beer, you have such a great variety.
Yeah, all sorts of styles. It depends seasonally too, but we've got things from dark stouts to light blondes and kolsches and everything in between.
Yum, and it's brewed right here in Leadville?
Yeah, so a lot of what we do is brewed here in the back of the house or in our other location in North Glen, which is near Denver.
Nice, all right. And then of course we have a nice little buffet on our table here, so you have some great snacks that go along with the drink. So tell us about some of the things that we have on our table.
So here are the nachos. They're pretty great. They're made with bison cactus chili, which is delicious if you like spice, and our beer cheese soup. The truffle parmesan popcorn is killer. When people walk out with it, the rest of the restaurant will smell and order because it smells so good. And then the meat and cheese boards are pretty popular too. There's just a good variety of things to munch on.
Right, so a lot of different ways to fuel up after a day of adventures here in the mountains. And then, you know, being pretty much right in the heart of Leadville, it's really easy to access too after you go have a day of adventures. And what are your typical hours?
We are open, in summer hours is noon to about 9, and then winter, some days, Sunday, Monday, we're open from 3 to 9. And that's a loose 9.
I love that it's a loose 9. It just depends on how many people are here, connecting, having a good time. So 9-ish, which is amazing. And so, you know, when people come in, there's also a totally different upstairs from the downstairs bar area where you can just kind of kick back, relax, and play some games.
Hang out, yeah, we've got couches, big tables for like larger families, tons of board games, TVs. You can flip on a movie and hang out for a while and just relax, drink a beer.
I mean, are you getting the sense that everyone is welcome and it's a great place to come on in, kick back, enjoy? Again, it's Periodic Brewing, located right here in the heart of Leadville. Maggie, thank you so much for sharing with us today. Make sure that you stop on by next time you're here. It's definitely worth it. Cheers. Cheers.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Boost Oxygen. Don't let altitude ruin your Rocky Mountain experience. Help is here.
The truly legendary back bowls of Vail Mountain from the top of Chair 4, Chair 5, and Chair 11 here this morning. One of those bluebird conditions starting out. That sun is bright and awesome today. As I pan over to the Gore Range, holy mercy. Let's take a peek at that hourly forecast to see how great today's about to be. Starting off around 8 degrees at 8 a.m., but doesn't feel that cool at the top of the mountain right now. It's pretty comfortable up top right now. Temps are going to climb to around 20 by noon and then drop off to around 18 later on this afternoon. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover rolling in, but for the most part, we should be experiencing some pretty gorgeous bluebird conditions with some really fast groomers. As we take a look at the rest of the resorts around the I-70 corridor here, we've got 19 in Keystone, 15 in Breckenridge, 19 in Vail, and 21 in Beaver Creek. As we look ahead into that five-day conditions here, just more of the same, more great bluebird weather. Spring, I feel like, has already arrived with temperatures getting up as high as 41 degrees later in the week. And now as we're taking a peek at Thursday and Friday, there comes the clouds and the snow, because every year at the US Open, there's got to be a powder day involved. So you can almost check that one off. Guarantee a powder day this weekend for the US Open. But first, some amazing sunny weather. Now coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail. I'm going to leave you with another look at Blue Sky Basin just over yonder.
Yo, check this out. Get up, you're embarrassing us.
Welcome to the block party.
That's cold. Mountain Dew Ice, the clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
I am here in Lion's Head with Kim Ryder. And can I say, the second I read your name, I was like, she has such a cool ski name.
Thank you. If only I was a snowboarder, but I'm not.
Well, that's awesome. So what are you here to talk to us about today?
Yeah, hey, good morning, Vail. I am here to talk to you about the Women's Winter Adventure All-Mountain Ski Tour. We meet at the Express Lift Bar at the base of Gondola 1 on Mondays and Fridays at 10:15. We leave promptly at 10:30, and we ski all over the mountain. And the best part, I'll always like to emphasize this, is it's free.
That is great.
Exactly.
And, you know, one of my biggest concerns, or not concerns, but things that other ladies will tell me who are new to the areas is how intimidating Vail can be because of the size. So what a great way to learn to be more comfortable on this great mountain.
Exactly. That is pretty much the main goal of this whole Women's Winter Adventure, is that I take you out to places that you might not go by yourself or with your girlfriend. Ski all over. I show you how to get around. I show you where the good snow is. And you're skiing with a bunch of really great ladies. Ladies that like to tear it up.
So, and you have to be an intermediate or above skier or rider to participate in the tour, correct?
Exactly. We ask that you're an intermediate and above, that you have modern ski equipment, and then you come out. We do divide the group up. I've got some ski instructors that ski with us. So it's mainly about speed is the reason we divide up, as opposed to ability.
Okay, that's great.
So there is something for everybody.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And so, now, do you guys take breaks? Like, do you get lunch or anything? Like, if I have to go to the bathroom, are we going to make a stop, or am I going to play catch up? Or
No, absolutely. You know, it's a group of women, so we're all very polite and wait for one another. And, you know, bathroom stops, we always make those. We do, when you do come to the Express Lift Bar, I can offer you a complimentary coffee. And then during the day, if we need to go in and warm up for cocoa or get a little snack, we do that. We usually don't take lunch because we only have about 4 hours, and if we ski through lunch, everybody's inside, and we're not.
That's great. Now, do I have to make a reservation to come and do this, or do I just show up?
You know, you can just show up. You don't have to make a reservation. Show up about between 10 and 10:15. We have you sign a waiver. I've got some swag. Love swag. And then we all get ready and head out the door, divide up into our groups. It's really a fun time. Again, I want to emphasize, it's at the Express Lift Bar at the base of Gondi 1. We do meet inside, because who wants to be cold? Get a cup of coffee, sign the little waiver, and then organize ourselves, and we're out the door. And we go up Gondola 1 at 10:30.
That is absolutely fabulous, because that is what I hear is the biggest fear factor. I mean, I meet or know so many friends, moms and whatnot, who are comfortable to go out on the hill with their family or with someone, but then when it comes to them having to go out by themselves, I hear, oh, Vail is so big, I'm not sure, I don't want to get lost.
Right.
So that is such a nice way to sort of take that fear of getting lost. And, you know, you might meet your next best friend or your next vacation buddy.
The biggest success for me is when women are, you know, we're out for the day and women exchange numbers, they exchange texts, they go out for a drink, they become friends. That's what this is all about. You know, we need more women on the slopes.
That's great. And will you continue to do this through April?
Yeah, we're going to probably end at mid-April. We haven't determined yet. We're just going to kind of see the load. I'm willing to do it till the bitter end because it's the best job on the mountain.
Okay, Kim, are you ready to give up all your secret ski stashes if I come on this tour?
Yes, you have to come on the tour to get the secret ski stashes. But I do. It's great because I can show you ladies how to get around on the Vail and get around on Vail Mountain, and it's not so intimidating how you can get from here to here in a faster way.
That's great. Thank you so much for joining us, Kim. Up next, we are going to have a look at the UV index so you know how sunny it's going to be today.
This UV forecast is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts. Enjoy the day, but first, sunscreen.
You know, I love that supergroup saying enjoy the day, but first sunscreen, because it really is so true, especially here, especially when we are at such high altitude and we're so much closer to the sun than we are in other places closer to sea level. So the UV forecast today is at a 5, which is nice and moderate, but it does mean that the sun is really still going to penetrate through what's really not so many clouds. It's not going to be too cloudy today. I don't know if you can see behind me, but it is a beautiful blue sky day already. I'm so happy that the days are getting longer again. It is nice and bright by 7:30 in the morning again. Oh, it is just the best. So like I said, the UV index today is a 5, which means it's moderate, but it does mean that the sun is going to be hitting the snow and then reflecting off back onto your face. So you are definitely going to want to wear an SPF of at least 30. I recommend 50 or even 75 if you are fair-skinned like I am. I'm so sensitive to stuff like that. So like Supergroup likes to say, go out and have fun, but first, sunscreen. Coming up, we have a watch and win. I know I mentioned it at the beginning of the show. We are giving away some tickets to the Helly Hansen Race Series tomorrow, so stay tuned and you might be our lucky winner.
During your first Inspirato vacation, you'll notice that something is different. The beds are made. The dishes are done. You're not worried about what comes next because it's all been taken care of. The kids are getting along, and your spouse has never seen you so relaxed. Everyone truly important to you is gathered together under one roof, and each moment is a reminder you've arrived. Inspirato, luxury vacation homes and experiences.
This weather report is brought to you by TV8. Find us on Twitter at TV8 Vail, Instagram at TV8 Vail Colorado, and Facebook.
Let's spin away from looking east at the Gore Range to spin towards the west here and give Beaver Creek a little wave, as Beaver Creek is off in the distance and Grouse Mountain back there. It's starting off a absolutely perfect day here at the top of Vail Mountain, the top of Chair 4, just wandering around for first chair. And it's going to continue like that as we take a peek at the hourly forecast. More amazing bluebird skies to come today, starting off around 8 degrees this morning, but it doesn't really feel that cool. It feels pretty comfortable right now. Temps are going to climb to around 28 by noon and top off around 30 degrees later on in the afternoon. Sun should be fairly persistent throughout the course of the day, as Molly just said with that Supergoop report. Make sure you've got some nice sunscreen on to keep your face nice and smooth. As we're taking a peek at the 4 primary I-70 corridor resorts, we've got 19 in Keystone, 17 in Breckenridge, 19 in Vail, and 21 in Beaver Creek. Pretty amazing conditions across all 4 of those I-70 corridor resorts. You just can't beat a day like today as we approach March and get to that amazing Colorado spring conditions. And then as we look ahead into the 5-day forecast, there's that full-on March spring conditions making an appearance in late February as temperatures getting as high as 41 degrees later in the week. I cannot wait for some spring slush and spring powder. March is my favorite month of the year, and it's already looking to be an absolutely incredible one. And then we might get some snow for the US Open as well. Who knows? Keep those fingers crossed. It's good stuff. All right, coming up next, Michelle is going to give us some tips for driving around in high altitude conditions.
So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the road report this morning, and currently we are in a freeze-thaw cycle. Great weather right now, and that means it is warming up in the middle of the day, making those roads wet. And then if you are driving back to Denver tonight, everything is going to start to freeze back up. So please be extra aware when you are going through some of those valleys and you are in the shaded areas. You are going to hit portions of frozen to dry road. So you want to give yourself a little bit of extra distance. At 60 miles per hour on snowy pavement, it is going to take 310 feet to stop with snow tires. If you have all-weather tires on, it is going to take double that to be able to stop 668 feet. So take your time. Give plenty of distance between the cars in front of you and behind you. And then just as a little fact out there, if it takes 10 minutes for a tow truck and emergency workers to clear an accident off the road, that can back traffic up for up to an hour. So take your time, give plenty of room for all the emergency workers to get done what they need to do, arrive alive. So stay with us. We are going to have a look at Mine House. So stay with us. You're not going to want to miss this.
Gatorade studies the best athletes to create the most advanced range of sports fuel. Gatorade. You fuel us, we fuel you.
Ready to hit the slopes? Buying or renting the right gear can make or break your trip. Luckily, Outdoor Divas, the nation's first women-specific ski shop, is your expert in women's ski equipment. Our specialized staff has been making women and vacations happy since 2002 with comfortable fit solutions for every shape and size. Swing by our friendly Ski Boutique and let us outfit your vacation with the best gear, geared just for you.
Welcome to Mine House Bed and Breakfast right here in Avon, and I'm here with its owner, Todd. Todd, Mine House Bed and Breakfast, tell us a little bit about how many people you can accommodate and what the accommodations are like here.
Okay, so it's a bed and breakfast, not just a standard hotel room, not a condo, not a rental house. But we kind of incorporate all the aspects, what we think the best aspects of each one of those things. Plus, you have your own maids and people to make your breakfast in the morning, and people to talk to as well as far as what's going on in the valley and the things that are to do around here. So we have 2 houses right next door to each other. Each house has 10 bedrooms. Every room has its own bathroom, shower, has its own TV. You have internet, Wi-Fi internet throughout the houses, so you have good access to all your electronics and that kind of your modern conveniences as well. One of the things we like to do, we want to try to make it homey. So our motto is make Mine House your home in the heart of the Rockies. So when you check in, a lot of people are kind of weary and that kind of stuff. So one of the first things we like to do is we like to offer them a bottle of water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then since if you make mama happy, you make everybody else happy. So we always try to cater to the women especially. And that's, you know, sexist that I am, we try to take care of mama. So, so one of the things we do is we give a flower to the couples and the nice young ladies. So you can pick out the rose that you would like.
Oh, I might just have to take all of those. That's so nice. But what a nice greeting when people come in, and definitely not just your average hotel greeting.
Right. So we bring people in, we have them sit down on the couch in the office, we find out what they're doing, we try to optimize what their vacation experience can be. We give some advice on what to do, what to see, so they and try to improve what they think their experience is going to be, and try to give them you know, concierge and personal service kind of stuff. So we're trying to make everybody comfortable and feel at home.
Oh, I love that. And then when it comes to the different rooms that you have, they're not all the same, right?
No, it's so these started out as houses. They were specifically built to be a bed and breakfast. So we have some safety features with alarms and sprinklers and that kind of stuff. But every room is a little bit different. So we have 4 rooms that have just queen size beds. The rest of them all have king size beds. A total of 18 rooms, 14 king size bedrooms. They also are a little variety of different layouts and amenities. We also have one that's a condo, that's a queen size bed with a pull out. So we have a variety of things you can choose from. We have 4 different kind of sections to the duplexes, so it's perfect for weddings and families and reunions and that kind of stuff. So we can kind of isolate you or put you together and put you off in a corner and have your own private experience as well.
That's amazing. And then it's right here in Avon, so the location is really close to just about everything. And if people want to go ahead and book with you, what's the best way to do that?
So we're on all the standard internet travel agency websites, all the Expedia family, all of the Booking.com family. So between those, there's about 250 different websites in 40 different languages. We have our own as well. You can book directly through us or you can give us a call. So our website address is www.meinhaususa.com. So it's Meinhaus USA, spelled the German way. So once again, it's www.meinhaususa.com. Or you can give us a call, 970-949-4287. And we answer the phone. Personally, we don't put you on a hold or anything like that. We answer the phone, we talk to you, and we find out what you need, and do our best to take care of you and make you feel at home and one of the family.
I mean, I already feel like I'm right at home, so make sure to get online or give them a call and book your stay today.
This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. 3 villages, hundreds of brands, one great Rocky Mountain location.
You are taking a live look at Keystone Village right now. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's so cool to see how the weather can change so fast and all the people can change so fast. We are actually going to be telling you a little bit about the new Keystone Pass later on in the show. Very cool new thing that is part of Vail Resorts. So let's take a look at your local weather forecast. As you can see, a little chillier this morning, but warming up really nicely throughout the day. Going to be about 30 degrees later on in the afternoon and really nice and sunny. There should be a little bit of cloud cover, but nothing too serious. So you can wear, you know, a nice goggle. It can be one of your darker lenses. You don't really have to worry about letting too much light in if you are out on the mountain today. If we take a look at what's happening around the rest of the I-70 corridor, you can see that just to the west of us in Eagle, about a high of 37, so nice and balmy just down there. They're at a lower elevation, so it's always a little bit warmer there. Here in Avon, high of 32, Vail 31, and then if you are headed down to the Front Range, maybe you're headed back home today, know that it's going to be nice and warm, about 44 degrees and plenty of sun as well. Then if we take a look at what's happening the next couple days, it is going to be nice and warm throughout the week, moving into about 40 degrees. And then we are hoping for some snow later on in the week, about 39 degrees and a chance for snow on Thursday. So cross your fingers, do a little snow dance, whatever it takes. And we are thanking the outlets at Silverthorne for this weather. They are running a very cool promotion right now. You might be hearing my dog Stevie bark, and she is being a little hill this morning. But the outlets are running a very cool promotion right now. If you show your lift ticket or your pass, you will get a free goodie bag and an extra gift card.
Engel & Volkers is committed to providing the highest level of service to buyers and sellers in the Vail Valley. With decades of experience marketing Vail Valley properties, we are backed by a global company with over 800 offices and 10,000 agents worldwide. This extensive international network offers unparalleled national and international exposure for our most exclusive listings. To learn more, stop by our Vail Village or Beaver Creek offices and meet with one of our exceptional advisors.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
I am in here at Double Diamond with Matt Carroll. Good morning, Matt. How are you today?
Good morning. It's a chilly one out there.
It is a chilly one. And Matt is going to talk to us a little bit about bindings.
Yeah, the kind of the little bit overlooked part of the, not as glamorous as skis and boots, but...
It really is. And I'm actually really excited by this because anytime I get a new pair of skis, I have no clue how to shop for bindings. I always just sort of go with whatever, they tell me this goes with. So I'm excited to hear all this.
Yeah, and it's, bindings, if you think about it, they're really the most important part of the package because it's the, the safety aspect of it. And so the important thing, I'll show this first actually, is we determine a binding setting by using a chart like this. Different companies have different charts, but basically, we determine a binding setting based on height, weight, age, and skier type. And you get anywhere from, 0.75 for the little guys, up to a 12 for the big guys. So I'm going to set this down. But on the, if you look on a binding, basically in here in this window, you can see this one goes from 3 up to 11. So when you're figuring out what kind of binding you want, ideally you want to be somewhere in the middle of this range. You don't want to be at the very top of it. You don't want to be at the very bottom. So ideally for this binding, somebody would be, a 5 or 6, 5, 6, 7 would be ideal because then you've got room to adjust up or down based on, if your weight changes, different factors. But that's the first part in getting a binding. And this is kind of a, traditional step-in binding. This one's got the regular heel piece where it just pops up. This one's pretty much all plastic, so a little bit lighter weight. Another binding I've got here is this is the SPX. And you can notice this has a different heel. It's got a little more elongated heel, an oversized heel pivot. That's going to give you a little more downward pressure. A lot of guys that ski a lot of bumps really like this binding because it has more downward force, so you get a little better retention. But this one, if you look at the scale, this one's going to go, I think this one goes up to 12s, from 3 to 12, so a little bit higher range. But this one's going to be for somebody that's probably a little heavier, maybe a little more aggressive of a skier. And
last thing you want is your binding to come loose or release your ski in the bumps there.
Exactly. That's where that oversized heel pivot comes in. And then the last binding I've got here, this is the Solomon Shift. This is a new binding that pretty much fits all boot norms, whether it be AT setup with pins or just a regular alpine binding. But it's in ski mode now. But if you have a pin boot with the tech fittings, you can just pop that down, the pins come out, and then you can skin uphill.
That's awesome, and that has been so popular this season, having that release to be able to skin uphill.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, and it's super versatile binding. You can use it with an alpine boot or a AT boot. And that's the other part taking into account when you're buying bindings is what kind of boot do you have, what binding options are available to you.
That's great. So this has been very informative. And if you have more questions about bindings, come on in, come see Matt. He'll advise you on, you know, not only what type of ski is going to be great for you, but what type of binding to put on that. So check him out. What are your hours here?
8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
8 a.m., 8 p.m. Come on in. Up next, we're going to be back with a check at the local weather.
Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
Avon Liquor, putting you in the spirits.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Let's take a look at your local weather forecast for the day. I'm standing here on the back patio of our TV8 studio in Avon, and it is a little brisk, I have to say. A little cooler, and the wind has really picked up this morning, so it's one of those things where if you are out skiing or riding today, you're going to really want to make sure that you have a good shell to protect against that wind. Really good goggles and a helmet, and maybe even a shell that kind of pulls up and over so that you have a hood to really protect yourself from the wind. As you can see, though, it's going to be really nice temperatures throughout the day, warming up to about 30 degrees and sunny later on this afternoon, and really going to be the same kind of around the whole area. But like I said, a little cooler this morning, about 8 degrees around the 8 o'clock hour, and then warming up to about 30 degrees later on. But if we take a look at what's happening around the rest of the I-70 corridor, you can see that it's going to be a little bit warmer to the west of us in Eagle, about 20 minutes west of here down I-70. They're at a little bit of a lower elevation, so it's always a little bit warmer down there. High at 37. 32 is the high here in Avon, 31 in Vail. And then if you are headed back down to the Front Range, maybe after a weekend of some skiing here, it's going to be nice and balmy, about 44 degrees and sunny. And then if we jump ahead to look at the rest of the week, know that it is going to be really nice and warm. Warming up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday up into the 40s, almost unheard of for this time of year. So you'll be able to shed those layers after today on the mountain. And then we are hoping for a little bit of snow later next week. 45% chance for some precipitation on Thursday and 30% on Friday. So cross your fingers, do a little snow dance, whatever it takes. It is going to be a great week. And as always, just get out there and have a great time. Coming up, we're going to check in with Eric, who is up on a little first year adventure, and he is going to be telling us all about the kind of lenses you want to have in your goggles when you're out on the mountain.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years. Eyepieces of Vail will help you see and be seen.
Thanks a lot, Molly. As you said, it's about to get pretty sunny today, and as you can see behind me, the sun is definitely going to be high intensity level. That's why you're going to want a goggle that can really handle that bright sunshine. But hey, why not make it a goggle that can do absolutely anything? That's why I use the Anon M4 as my daily driver. I've got the Sonar smoke lens going on today, and look at how much that kind of darkens that sunshine. If it ever does get cloudy out, or maybe in the afternoon hours when it's a little bit shady, I could just pop in this cloudy day lens. It's the Sonar Blue. It's a lot lighter, lets in a lot more light. My favorite part about this goggle, maybe if you're coming to Buffalo's at the top of chair 4, lunchtime lens. Look at that. You just walk around with no lenses in and look really cool. And what I also want to mention is helmet integration. So look at how great this goggle really snugs up with this Pret Cirque helmet. You want to make sure that your goggles are fitting nicely with your helmet. It's not just about eye protection, also about integration. Thanks to Eyepieces for sponsoring this lens of the day. Check out the goggle bar at the top of Bridge Street for not only this Anon M4, also this Pret Cirque X. Get the ultimate in integration with Eyepieces. And coming up next, we've got that watch and win. Win those Helly Hansen race tickets.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, alive since 1877, proud uniform partner of Vail Resorts.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
There's that jingle. You know what time it is. It is time for the watch and win, and today is a really special one. We are giving away some very cool stuff that has to do with the Helly Hansen race series, and the finals, of course, are tomorrow. So if you want to be our winner, it is so simple. All you have to do is be the 3rd caller. So we have got Tess standing by up front. You want to call in and just be our 3rd caller, and this is what you are going to win. You win all of this stuff and registration to the Helly Hansen race series tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow is the last day of this series, and it is really such a cool thing. You can register as a team or as an individual. It started in 1992, so it's been around for a long time now, and you can win over $60,000 worth of prizes, and this is the whole registration pack. So you get this awesome little top kit from Helly Hansen, you get a Gatorade towel, a Gatorade backpack, you get a nice little Gatorade to fuel up before or after the race, and this is something you are going to want to win, and really something you're going to want to take part in. So call the number on our screen, be the 3rd caller, 970-754-8888. Good luck to you all.
First Chair is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
You know, kicking back and enjoying the beautiful views of the legendary back bowls. One of my favorite things to do once the sun starts really shining, the days get longer. I kind of want to give you guys a little tour of some of the decks around Vail. I can't get to them all right now, but I can get to them all verbally. So this one is just at the top of chair 4, right to the right of that legendary back bowl sign. This one's called Hawk's Deck. You actually get a grill here, so you can hang out on Hawk's Deck all day long, cook some food, or just stop by for lunch. And a little bit further towards past chair 5 is a little hut called Henry's Hut. Inside Henry's Hut, it's a great place to stay and kind of eat the food if it gets a little windy before you come back out here. And if you keep going down the next trail called Ramshorn past Henry's and make a little bit of a left, you can get to Windows Deck, which actually overlooks Sundown Bowl, which is a gorgeous back bowl. And then you can take some laps down Sundown Bowl over to Chair 5, which is just to my right here. And these 3 decks, from Henry's Hut to Hawk's Deck here to Windows Deck, are really the ultimate places to enjoy the spring in Vail, because you know that spring slush can get tiring on your legs, so you want to kick it on decks. Well, thanks to Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery for sponsoring this first chair report. And coming up next, we're going to take a look at the avalanche conditions around Eagle County.
Backcountry today, our avalanche conditions, according to Kayak, the Colorado Avalanche Information Center, are set to moderate for below and above the tree line. So if you are, if you're new and you're thinking of heading out to the backcountry, a couple important things. Take a class. Take a class through Kayak, or even the Apex Mountain School can set you up. Do not go out there unless you are properly prepared. Always, always have a buddy, because if something happens to you in the backcountry, you are the rescue team. There's no one coming for you and you're not going for help. You're the person who's got to dig your friend out. So absolutely be prepared. Wear a beacon. Everyone out there should be wearing a beacon, and the beacon should be set to transmit. As soon as something happens, and someone gets caught in an avalanche, then you change your beacon to receive so you can find your friend. Do not head out there unless you have these beacons, you know how to use them, and you've got a shovel to help your friends out. So, if that's not your thing, how about just a wellness tip? Something nice and easy for the day with Molly.
Wellness with Molly is my favorite time of the show, and it really should be your favorite time of the show. I wanted to talk to you guys today about stretching after skiing. It is so important because you tighten up all the muscles in your shoulders, in your neck, in your legs, in your abs. It's so important to make sure that you're elongating all of those after there has been so much tension for the day. So I did the challenge yesterday at Beaver Creek. I am extra sore today. I could barely walk this morning, so I wanted to walk you through some of the stretching because I was going to be doing it anyway. So a really great stretch for your hamstrings is just the typical hamstring stretch, where you take your heel to the seat, holding onto the ankle, draw the abs in, tuck the hips under, take a nice soft bend in your standing knee, press that ankle into your hand, drawing the abs in and under. That's a really great stretch for your hamstring. You can do that on both sides for about 30 seconds each. And really, if you can do it for longer than 30 seconds, that is really ideal. Another great stretch is a hamstring stretch. I'm gonna get down on the ground here a little bit. So you are gonna wanna do this for your inner and outer thighs. You can come down and you can stretch the inner and outer thigh, making sure to flex your foot, protecting your knee. This is so good for all the work we do, especially on some of those bump runs, which I did lots of yesterday. That's a really great one. Also good to just do a typical forward fold, where you can come down, grabbing onto your toes, grabbing onto your ankles. We've got a little guest stretcher in here. Hello. And this is really great calf stretch because we use those calf muscles so much when we're squeezing through the calves to get around those bumps and get nice turns. So that is a really good one. And then just really good, nice, taking a wide stance and stretching forward through the backs of your quads, backs of your hamstrings. This is so important also. It's really good to elongate through the legs as well as through the seat, because a lot of times we don't realize how much we engage the seat while we're skiing. So that is your stretch for the day. You are going to want to do this after you hit the slopes, maybe after you've had a little hot tub. Always a good idea. Coming up, we are going to check in with Eric Soonblad for the weather.
This weather report is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts. Enjoy the day, but first, sunscreen.
Look at that shot from Two Elk here on top of Vail Mountain. That's sort of the entrance to the, we're going to call it the Outer China Bowls. It's like Outer Mongolia is just past Two Elk, and then you got China Bowl below it and Mongolia Bowl there. And boy, that is some good wide open bowl terrain just past Two Elk. Two Elk, great restaurant to warm up in. take a breather, and then just right over there is actually 2 elk as well. So you got a couple views of 2 elk. Here I am at the top of Chair 4 on a gorgeous sunny morning as we take a look at that hourly forecast. Things starting off around 8 degrees at 8 a.m. from the base of Vail, but it kind of feels a little bit warmer up top, oddly enough. So, 8 degrees at the base of Vail Village though, but look at that, temps climbing to around 28 by noon before topping off at 30 degrees later on this afternoon. Now as we pan out, take a look at all 4 Colorado I-70 corridor resorts. 19 degrees on mountain in Keystone, 17 on mountain in Breckenridge, 19 on mountain in Vail, and then 21 on mountain in Beaver Creek. All 4 resorts are about to experience a gorgeous Sunday. As we look ahead into the week, US Open week, we're going to start things off really sunny, really beautiful. Temps getting as high as 41 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then as we move into that weekend, potentially some clouds, potentially some snow. It looks like it's potentially that 45% chance, but the past like 6 years in a row, it's been powder days at the US Open, so it's almost a guarantee. It's going to be a gorgeous week, and I'm continuing just kind of peeking off at Blue Sky Basin and Screefield over there. That's that kind of open area of the trees. Maybe go hit up Screefield today. Always some leftover powder over there. Thanks to Supergoop for sponsoring this weather, and coming up next, we've got another full hour of TV8's Good Morning Vail.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Look at that beautiful shot. That is actually what Eric Soonblad, one of our hosts who is out on remote today, is looking at. Oh my gosh, it looks like heaven, honestly. Look at that fresh corduroy. It is going to be a great day to be out on Vail Mountain. The sun is up, the skies are blue, and it is going to warm up throughout the day and really throughout the week. But like I said, good morning, Vail, and happy Sunday. Welcome to the second hour of our show. I'm Molly Dewey, your host here in the studio. We've got Eric Soonblad out on a first chair adventure, and we've got Michelle Seymour up in Beaver Creek as well. So we've got a great second hour of the show for you. Plenty of fun coming up, but I wanted to talk to you about the Burton US Open that is coming to Vail tomorrow. This comes every year. It is such a big deal, and Eric Soonblad should really be the one to tell you about it because he is Mr. Snowboarder, but it is a really cool thing. So the 2019 Burton US Open Snowboarding Championships, like I said, returns to Vail tomorrow. Olympic medalists like Mark McMorris, Jamie Anderson, and more will be in attendance. So the slopestyle and the half-pipe rider training is tomorrow, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. at Golden Peak. And so this starts tomorrow and goes on through March 2nd, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. It is free for anyone to go and watch. And whether or not you are a snowboarder or think you're not that into it, it is really something cool to behold. I've gone and I've watched it a few times myself, and it is athleticism at its finest. You cannot believe the stuff that some of these boarders can do. What else is really fun about the Burton US Open is that there are 4 nights of free concerts, opera deals daily, a closing party at Dobson Ice Arena. So really something you want to take part in if you can this week in Vail. But we have a great show in store for you. Like I said, our second hour is jam-packed full of your local weather updates. We've got Chrissy Sports coming in for a live interview. I'll be doing some cooking in the kitchen, and Eric and Michelle are out exploring the beautiful Vail Valley. So you are going to want to stay with us, refill that coffee, get extra comfy on the couch, and settle in for the next hour of Good Morning Vail.
Go ahead, live your best life. You can live your best life, best life.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Welcome to Vail, Colorado. This is the Burton US Open. All day long, wow!
That is the style that you want to see.
An insane crowd. The Burton US Open.
There's a prestige to it and there's a history to it that just matches none other.
This resort report is brought to you by TV8. Find us on Twitter at TV8 Vail, Instagram at TV8 Vail Colorado, and Facebook.
We've been talking all season about Vail Resort's capital improvements to their resorts, and it's now come to fruition as they have just announced a new pass for next year for 2019-20 season, and it involves a resort that's just to the east of us over that mountain range, and that's Keystone. So as a result of Vail Resort's capital improvements, they're going to try to ensure that Keystone can be the earliest resort to open in all of the country. That's absolutely incredible, so they're really going to focus on snowmaking equipment so that Keystone can be the first resort to open. And then this season, they made a commitment to ensuring Breckenridge can be open up to Memorial Day. That's right around the last weekend of May every single year. Now, as a result of that, you're no longer going to be able to utilize the Epic Pass at Arapahoe Basin. However, since Keystone's going to be opening first and Breckenridge is later, there's no worries there at all. So next year, for just $369, you can get the Keystone Unlimited Pass. This will get you unlimited access to Keystone and then unlimited access to Breckenridge after April 1st. So with the Epic Pass, you can be insured to get the longest ski season in the country. This is absolutely incredibly exciting news. Keystone has some incredible terrain at the beginning of the year. I can't wait to see what they do with School Marm, that big, long, winding green and blue on the front side. That is such a fun run. All right, now coming up next, we're going to check in with Michelle and take a look at the weather. How gorgeous is it going to be today?
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops in Vail Village, West Vail, Beaver Creek, and Avon.
Another one of our I hope you are waking up and making a plan for the day, because we are going to have some great weather over the next couple of days. You're definitely going to want to get outside and enjoy some of this. Sunny skies are coming our way, and
First Chair is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
So I'm going to be able to start my snowboarding in just about 5 minutes, and I want to show you guys where I'm going to be going, because I'm going to give you guys some tips on efficiently getting to the Burton US Open if you're not starting at Gold Peak and you want to start from Vail Village. So from where we are, you can see that little star up there from the "You Are Here." I'm going to head down that green that's almost directly below the number 4. That's called Swingsville. And from Swingville, I'm going to keep going straight into the Riva Ridge area. And then from Riva Ridge, you kind of keep heading down to what's known as Tourist Trap. And they've got these labeled as black diamonds because they're steep, but there's not a ton of moguls on them. So they're just really steep, so you can still kind of take it mellow down them. And from Tourist Trap, you hit up Riva Ridge, and then that Riva catwalk here spits you out right at the bottom of the half pipe. So if you're taking out runs over the course of the day and you just want to maybe go watch the athletes practice, this is going to be the easiest way to get down to the US Open, unless you just head straight to Gold Peak and take chair 6 up and then ride your way down. But I think this is the fastest and most fun way. If you are a little bit more experienced, there's some really fun snow in the trees there, especially that Riva Glade area. They're a little steep, but they get a little wind blown, so there's always some extra powder there. Alternatively, you can go down below Northwoods and take Northwoods to Flapjack, and then that north face catwalk cut across over to Riva Ridge, and that'll take you right down. Today I'm going to make it quick and go straight down Riva Ridge. Well, thanks to Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery for sponsoring this first chair report. And coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail. Can't wait to get on the snowboard for you.
There's something fresh going on at the Coyote Cafe. Sip an all-natural margarita and share some Coyote nachos. Really hungry? Jump into these fresh sizzling fajitas or one of our classically prepared Mexican dishes. Try our fresh, never frozen half-pound burger, classic blue cheese, or go ahead and throw a little bacon on there. Not enough? You gotta try the signature Chili 14, 7 fresh peppers and 7 dried chilies combined to blow your mind. Freshen things up at the Coyote Cafe, Beaver Creek's first restaurant and bar.
The most discerning travelers trust Inspirato with their vacations. And the savviest property owners trust Inspirato with their homes. When you own a beautiful property, it should be cared for by professionals and maintained by a team committed to turning an idle residence into a lucrative investment. Because the most stunning vacation homes aren't just rented, they're a carefully crafted experience. Managed, staffed, and unlocked by Inspirato.
Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
Since I've started skiing, I barely knew how to put on 2 skis, and now I've really progressed and I'm able to ski nearly everything on the mountain. There's always something out there that you could learn. Tricks in the terrain park, how to ski moguls better. I learned stuff that's fun and stuff that I can do with my friends.
I didn't expect the program to be this rewarding for somebody who's been a skier for so many years. It has made it so much more fun. Anybody could benefit from the ski program.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Inspirato. Experience the world's most exclusive vacation homes.
Here is a look at Wildwood up on Vail Mountain, and I am loving the weather over the next couple days. These sunny days are absolutely beautiful. No excuses for not getting out there. You know, go ski or ride up to Wildwood and take a couple runs. It is going to be a beautiful day to get out there and play. We are starting off a little chilly this morning. Temperatures at 8 degrees right now. However, it is going to continue to warm up throughout the day today with sunny skies. So if you are out and about and you are in the sunshine, it is going to feel so much warmer. By noon today, we are going to be warming up to about 28 degrees, 30 degrees at 4 o'clock, and then keeping mild temperatures into the evening, only dropping down to 19 degrees by 8 o'clock today. So absolutely great day to hit all these runs, enjoy Vail, Beaver Creek, and you know, it should be fairly easy driving conditions if you want to head over to any of the other resorts. Mild temperatures across the state. We're looking at 19 over in Keystone today, 17 over in Breckenridge, and Beaver Creek, the winter today, up to 21 degrees. So such a beautiful day to head out and enjoy all of that sunshine. Head over to Wildwoods here in Vail, and then the next couple days it is going to continue to get even nicer, warming up into the 40s this week. So not only are we heating up in the Vail Valley, Molly is heating something up in the kitchen. So up next, we're going to take a look and see what Molly's cooking up in the kitchen.
Just dance.
You realize your vows are a Whitesnake song?
I do. If you ride, you get it. Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Vail and Espanol magazine. Write your success story. 100 elegantly printed pages will show your product in a massive but personalized way to allow your business to grow in a preferred and exclusive brand. Advertise in Vail and Espanol magazine, a window to the world with a Latin taste.
The 10th redefines on mountain dining, offering spectacular views of the Gore Range and an exclusive reflection of French, Swiss, Italian, and Rocky Mountain alpine cuisine. Convenience doesn't take away from extravagance at the 10th. Vail, like nothing on earth.
Welcome to Vail, Colorado. This is the Burton US Open. All day long, wow!
That is the style that you want to see.
An insane crowd. The Burton US Open.
There's a prestige to it and there's a history to it that just matches none other.
We're cooking here at TV8 this morning, and we are making a protein mug cake, which I'm gonna just tell you right now, it is not gonna look pretty. It never does, but it is so good. It's packed with protein. It's packed with vitamins and minerals and supplements, thanks to this protein powder right here. So it's a really great way to start your day. It's a great thing to make ahead of time if you want to take it with you while you're on your way to the mountain, if you want to take it with you and eat after a day on the slopes for a little protein-packed snack. It's really great. It's very portable. So here are the ingredients for this protein. I call it like a protein muffin, but you can also call it a mug cake, whatever. I make it in this little bowl here because I think they're cute, but you can make it in a coffee mug, whatever works for you. So I've got this Vega Sport Protein. I love this stuff because it packs a real punch. 30 grams of protein in here. I also use a really solid organic vanilla. This is worth spending money on, let me tell you guys. It's so much better than the imitation stuff, and it's actually got a lot of health benefits that I could talk your ear off about. I use a little bit of baking powder, some really good dark chocolate chunks, 29%, I think these are 29%, 62% cacao, which is really good because the less sugar, really, the better. And then you can use an egg in this recipe. I actually don't eat eggs right now, so I make a flax egg, which is really easy to do. It's 1 tablespoon of flax and 3 tablespoons of water. You just mix it up and let it sit. So I've already made my flax egg. I've added a teaspoon of vanilla. I've added a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder and a little bit, the last ingredient, which I do not have to show you today, is you can either use almond milk, cashew milk. I like to use pea milk because it's made from a pea protein that's really good, about 8 grams per serving. You can also use water if you're short-handed, which is what I did this morning. So I've got my little mixture here. I add pretty much a full scoop of this protein powder, and I just mix it up. And it's really easy. So you just kind of mix it, you get it to the nice, it's not really gonna be like a batter, it's gonna be more like a dough, kind of a really thick consistency. I don't know if you can really see that. Like I said, not cute, not pretty, but it does pack a punch, and it's just a nice alternative. You can, of course, just take this protein powder, throw it in a blender bottle, add a little water, and shake it up, and that is as great a snack as any. It's a great way to get your protein in and a great way to keep your hunger at bay. But I like to just switch it up a little because I get a little bored with protein shakes. You know, it's nice to do something different, and it's also nice, especially if you are someone like me where during the week, you know, you really like to try to keep it pretty healthy if you can, and you don't want to overindulge too much. So this feels like a real treat. It feels like you're eating a brownie or like you're eating some cake. So anyway, I mix this up. I put 28 exactly chocolate chips in because that is the serving size on the back, low carb, low sugar. I throw it in the microwave behind me, and the finished product looks like this. So like I said, it's not the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but it does look pretty good. It kind of looks like a cookie, right? And I'll eat it. You can dump it out, like you can just pop it onto a little plate and eat it like with your hand. You can eat it with a fork, whatever. I throw it in a Tupperware. I bring it with me, eat it after I teach a Pure Barre class. So really fun and easy thing to do in the kitchen. Coming up, we have plenty more Good Morning Vail fun coming your way, so don't go anywhere.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Beaver Creek Presents Extraordinaire Afternoons of Wonder in Beaver Creek Village.
Look at that beautiful shot from Spruce Saddle. Oh my gosh, it is going to be another fabulous day out at Beaver Creek. You can see that snow is just gleaming. It is fresh, groomed. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get out there again today. I didn't know if I was gonna wanna ski again after yesterday, but I think I'm gonna have to. Beaver Creek conditions are just amazing these days. You are really going to want to get out there and check it out for yourself. But let's talk weather. What is it going to be like when you do get out there? It's going to be pretty nice. We started off the morning a little cooler today, about 8 degrees around the 8 o'clock hour, and then we're moving into warmer temperatures and sun later today. High of 30 degrees around 4 p.m., which should be very nice. And then if we take a look at what's happening around the rest of the I-70 area, you can see that just to the west of us, it's a little bit warmer, almost 40 degrees over in Eagle, which is pretty standard since they are at a little bit of a lower altitude, but nice and sunny, minimal cloud cover, and same goes for Avon and Vail. High of 32 in Avon, 31 up in Vail. And then if you're headed down to Denver, maybe wrapping up the weekend here, headed back to the Front Range, know that it's going to be nice and warm and should be pretty warm through the week in Denver. High of 44, excuse me, and plenty of sun. Coming up the next couple days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are looking beautiful, looking really sunny. High of 39 on Monday, moving up into the 40s on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then as you can see, snow is in the forecast, which we all love. We have had such an amazing season already. We've gotten so much snow, so we're just so happy with anything we can get. That is your local weather update for right now. Coming up, we're going to check in with Eric Soonblad, who's on a little first chair adventure. Let's see what he's up to.
First Chair is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops in Vail Village, West Vail, Beaver Creek, and Avon.
As planned, I'm making my way over to the half pipe and jumps of the Burton US Open, and I've made it down Swingsville, and I'm on top of Riva right now, and you can see the top of Gold Creek Express over there, which is kind of the easiest way to get to the US Open. And I just wanted to kind of take a peek in these trees. Those are the Riva Glade trees. Like, look at how good that powder looks. It's just so fresh in there right now. Perfect little run-ins. But instead of talking, why don't we go snowboarding? Does that sound good? Let's go check out Riva.
During your first Inspirato vacation, you'll notice that something is different. The beds are made. The dishes are done. You're not worried about what comes next because it's all been taken care of. The kids are getting along, and your spouse has never seen you so relaxed. Everyone truly important to you is gathered together under one roof, and each moment is a reminder you've arrived. Inspirato, luxury vacation homes and experiences.
Joining us now in the studio, I've got Tegan with the Eagle Valley Library District. Tegan, good to see you today. A lot of stuff happening at your libraries, not just renting books and movies, but so much more.
Correct. We do have programs for kids, adults, and teens, such as story times and after-school programs, teen nights, and concert series and speaker series for adults. Anyone can get a library card, whether you're a resident or a patron, so stop on in. And we also just opened up a maker studio at the Eagle Public Library.
Is that brand new?
That is brand new. So all filled with all sorts of technologies and new equipment for people to experiment and play with.
And the word on the street is 3D printing. Can
Yes.
they do that down there?
Yes, they can.
That's so neat. So it's not your grandma's library anymore.
It's not.
It's not just about renting books, but you have all that stuff available. My suggestion probably, like you said, maybe go to the website.
Yes,
That's going to be the
please.
best way to find out the options.
Yeah, and our website is evld.org.
Okay, nice work. So evld.org is going to give you all that information. Tegan, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum-quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
Making my way down to the course of the Burton US Open for you to give you guys a sneak preview, but I want to keep the hype going for this incredible event. You know, it's the 37th annual Burton US Open this year. So they've been coming to Vail for about 7 years now. Before that, it was in Stratton, Vermont, and it used to be a ski racing event, and now it's just all about the half pipe and the slope style. And it's sort of the last event of the year, so the athletes really just give it their all. They don't have to prep for another event. They really just throw down, and you definitely want to be here Friday and Saturday. Slope style finals on Friday, and then the half pipe finals on Saturday. Those are the two big primary events. Half pipe is the really special one to watch because, as we're about to see here, there are big stairs that lead to the bottom, and being able to see the entire athletes run down the half pipe's incredible. And of course, it wouldn't be a snowboard event without a party, so there's free concerts every night throughout the week. The big ones are Friday and Saturday. They've got Jupiter for free at the Solaris concert stage Friday night, and then Tune Yards for free at the Solaris concert stage on Saturday night. And then the really, really big party, your best chance to meet the athletes, is going to be the Dobson Ice Arena after party. So after Tune Yards is over at Solaris, head on down to Dobson, and that's where all the athletes hang out. They've got DJ Create this year. He's a really awesome kind of mashup DJ. You're really going to love that. My favorite thing. But I told you, Burton US Open, 37 years. Let's take a look at all 37 years and some really cool shots in this video.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
It is absolutely a beautiful morning here in Lions Head, and the village is waking up because the lifts started running at 8:30. These days are getting longer. The sun was up at 6:45 a.m. this morning. I love having these longer days. A little chilly out this morning, but still much warmer than the weather we have had been. It is 8 degrees this morning. We are going to be warming up to about 28 degrees by noon today, 30 degrees by 4 o'clock. I'm so excited that we're reaching back up into the 30s now. Staying pretty mild into this evening. Any clouds that might be out in the sky this morning are going to burn off with that sunshine, and temperatures only dropping down to about 19 degrees by tonight. So absolutely get out there, enjoy the day. It's going to feel a little bit warmer if you are out there and in the sun as you make your way into this evening. Once you step into the shade, you are going to notice that temperature change. It is going to be sunny throughout the state of Colorado today. We are looking at temperatures of 19 over in Keystone, 17 in Breckenridge, and 21 over in Beaver Creek. And it is going to continue to warm up over the next couple days. Monday and Tuesday, we are going to be reaching into the 40s. I am just so excited for these warm, sunny, longer days. They really let you get out there and take advantage of so much there is to offer. So this weather was brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partners of Vail Resorts. Stay with us. We are going to have another look at that first chair if you're getting ready to get out there on the hill.
The Epic Promise Foundation, at its root, is a way that we can all be part of something that's larger. To say to employees who really are in a moment that they need help, we've got your back. We're there for you.
Whether it's through emergency funds or educational programs, Epic Promise Foundation gives an opportunity for the company to reach out and lend a helping hand.
For a company to be able to step outside their box and support employees at this level is something that is almost unheard of.
The Epic Promise Foundation has made a huge impact on our family, and I couldn't be more grateful.
To be able to give you that little bit of cushion to go, okay, we'll be okay. I mean, that was huge.
Their offer to help was such a positive thing, and I'm so grateful for that.
I think it's about giving back, and it's about caring about our employees. If you're having a personal crisis, we're here to help you.
Epic Promise is a great part of what we do here at Vail Resorts. It speaks directly to two of our core values, which are do right and do good.
You know, we talk about the experience of a lifetime and really providing that for our guests, but also it's very important with our employees. That can end up being their experience of a lifetime, is the support that the foundation gave them to go ahead and push through a time of need.
Life can be hard, and it can throw you some real curveballs. It can be from a health crisis to a death in the family. If the foundation can take that little bit of financial stress off, it makes such a huge difference in the end.
I had just recently heard the story of Zach, who's one of our groomers here at Park City. He really needed some help financially with being able to purchase a cochlear implant.
Right before the start of the ski season, my cochlear implant broke. I felt lost. I lost my ability to communicate with people. The Epic Promise Foundation heard about my struggles and offered to help me, and I'm so grateful for that.
So I'm Jim Teeter. I've been with Vail Resorts Retail for 8 years. In March of 2016, I was diagnosed with brain cancer. When you're given news like that, you have to start from step one, which is, what do I need to take care of? And for me, that was easy. It's my daughter and my wife. And through the help of the Epic Promise Foundation, I was able to get a grant that was a huge financial help to my family and I, but more importantly was the connection and making me feel supported.
So the foundation not only provides money to people going through a hardship, we also provide educational grants for both the employee as well as the employee's children. One of our recipients is David Castillo. His father, Jose, has worked at the Marriott for over 17 years, and we're very pleased to be able to help that family send David to school and pursue his dreams.
El programa de Epic Promise, David tuvo la oportunidad de ir al colegio, lo cual estamos muy agradecidos.
Rebecca's story is pretty incredible. Here is someone who needed to drop everything and get to her brother who was in need of a bone marrow transplant.
I got there in the nick of time and could be a part of saving his life. If it wasn't for this foundation, I don't know how I would have made it.
The foundation is for everyone across the company. And the beauty of it is also that everyone can have a part in building it.
As an employee, you can donate money, of course, to the foundation. You can donate your time. You can also nominate a fellow employee, a coworker, to actually receive aid.
We can get thousands of employees across this company to pay it forward and support this foundation. That's what really takes this program to the next level.
We've been able to connect families at a time where they really needed to connect. We've been able to help people get to that next stage in their education. I can't even imagine where we're going to be at next year. It's going to be pretty amazing to see.
The idea of joining together to help support fellow employees just makes our connection to each other that much stronger.
Don't miss TV8's coverage of the 2019 Burton U.S. Open Snowboarding Championships, brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, and also Casio G-Shock. We will be live here for our show, Good Morning Vail, on Friday and Saturday, the 1st and the 2nd. We're also going to be airing the competition finals live on TV8, along with athlete interviews and all the happenings you need to know to get prepared before, during, and after the 2019 Burton U.S. Open Snowboarding Championships. So turn it on to TV8.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
Yo, check this out. Get up, you're embarrassing us.
Welcome to the block party.
That's cold. Mountain Dew Ice, the clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
Hi, I'm Dan Talene, owner of Carrots Jewelers in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 35 years. Here at Carrots, our passion is exclusive custom jewelry, and we take pride in our one-of-a-kind designs. Carrots is a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry, accented with selected paintings, sculpture, and ceramics. For more on our custom designs, call 476-4760 or visit our website at carrotsvail.com.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, alive since 1877, proud uniform partner of Vail Resorts. First Chair is brought to you by Sun & Ski, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Well, that was a heck of a run down Riva to make it to my final destination, the half pipe of the US Open, and look at this thing, holy gorgeous. So 22-foot walls, that's 4.5 Erics. As I'm about 5'6", so big walls, and the amount of G-forces you get when you're coming down from the top and into the base, it literally just pulls your stomach into your throat. It's such an incredible feeling. And if you look above the walls of the half pipe, you can see that marker for 25 feet, 20, 15, 10, and 5. That's not kidding. These athletes literally go 25 feet above a 22-foot wall half pipe. Why would you not want to come down here and check this out? They're going to be doing half pipe training all week long, and then the half pipe finals are on Saturday. As I kind of scooch my way from behind the half pipe, you can start to get a look at the slope style jumps over there. Big slope style jumps. Look at how steep that landing is. Those jumps are between 60 and 80 feet long, and they're doing really unique features of the jumps where you can actually jump not just straight over it, but from the side. So you kind of take the big jump just like a half pipe. It's so impressive to see the progression that these athletes are bringing to the sport of snowboarding. You don't want to miss this. Come be here in Vail all week long to experience the US Open. And a really cool one on Tuesday is the Junior Jam. So you'll see the up-and-coming pros hitting this half pipe. It's going to be amazing stuff. Thanks to Sun 'n Ski for sponsoring this first chair. And coming up next, we're going to take another look at your weather.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Oakley, the official eyewear, goggle, and helmet sponsor of Vail Resorts.
Look at that. It is amazing weather out today. You can see that gondola running. You can see the blue sky behind the mountains, and the snow is just looking so great. Really good conditions for the next couple days, and it's been such a great weekend also if you're getting out there skiing or riding. So let's take a look at your local weather forecast. It started out a little cooler this morning, but now I'm standing out here on the back patio, and it is really nice warming up. The wind has died down a little bit. The sun is out now, and so it's really going to be nice throughout the day. High of 30 actually later on, and really sun. You know, we're not going to see too much cloud cover, so it's nice to be able to wear that darker goggle lens without worrying about needing to let too much light in. And then if we take a look at what's happening around the rest of the I-70 corridor, it's going to be a little bit warmer to the west of us in Eagle. Oh, actually, we're going to be chatting about the quick look here for all of our resorts. So as you can see, like I said, pretty mild here in Avon, so about 21 degrees mid-mountain in Beaver Creek, a little cooler in Vail, high of 19. And then if you want to hop over the Vail Pass and do a little skiing at some of our sister resorts, about 19 degrees at Keystone, and then a little cooler at Breck. Winds are going to be a little higher at Breckenridge today, so you're going to want to make sure you've got a good layer with you. Coming up, we have got great interview with our friend Michelle. She's chatting with Outdoor Divas. I don't know about you guys, I am a major outdoor diva, so I'm excited to hear how this interview goes. Stay tuned.
Only Verizon was ranked #1 by RootMetrics. #1 in 3 Open Signal Mobile Experience Awards. #1 in video streaming according to Nielsen. And #1 in network quality according to J.D. Power. We're proud to be the only network to win in all 4 major awards. Not because of what it says about us, but what it means for every one of our customers. Choose America's most reliable network and get Apple Music on us when you do.
Is Cooper outside?
I don't know. Cooper? Here, boy.
If your life isn't always practical, your carpet should be. You can relax with Lee's with our pet-friendly, stylish, and durable Lee's carpets. Backed by the industry's only 25-year no-exclusion stain warranty.
Don't worry. Carpet One's got this covered.
Oh.
Find your new Lee's carpet in stock now. We can install right away.
Welcome to Vail, Colorado. This is the Burton US Open. All day long, wow!
That is the style that you want to see.
An insane crowd. The Burton US Open.
There's a prestige to it and there's a history to it that just matches none other.
If you have not been to Outdoor Divas yet, this is definitely a store that you need to check out in Lions Head Village. I am here with Lauren Engel, and she is going to show us around a little bit.
Yeah, how are you this morning?
I am great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. We're going to talk a little bit about skirts, which seems like an odd topic for a ski shop.
These are so popular right now. I'm really excited to see all these.
Yes, so we have a ton of different choices, everything from, you know, a little more fancy, stylish, knit, you know, like this, which you can wear with leggings and boots out to dinner, or just, you know, for après, things like that, to, you know, the more sporty kind of puffy skirts that look cute for just running around before and after skiing. So.
And you guys have such a nice variety. I've seen these in other shops around town and whatnot, and they might just have a plain black one or a plain gray one. Yours are adorable, and there's literally one for everyone, whatever your tastes are.
Yes, absolutely. So we have everything from, you know, shorter skirts if you want something with a short inseam, longer if you prefer something with a longer cut. The knit ones are awesome. These are actually handmade in Nepal, so they're really cute. They're also lined on the inside, so they're warm. They won't stick to your leggings, so these are great. The, you know, thinner, like little bit puffier styles, those people tend to wear a little bit more the before and after skiing, kind of throw them on over your leggings, walk to your locker, walk out to, you know, get your après cocktail, or, you know, running to catch the bus, you know, the little bit sportier styles. Some of them, like this style, it's reversible, so it has a print and a solid style, so you kind of get some choices. But yeah, so there's definitely one for everybody.
That's awesome. And I heard you say, you know, throw them on with your leggings. I think sometimes, especially when you get a little bit older, you're intimidated by, well, some of these are short. How am I supposed to wear these?
Yes.
So what is the best way to wear this?
So definitely if you've got a base layer on, you know, if you want to cover up a little bit, you can choose from styles that are, you know, this is the Mountain Hardwear skirt. It's great. It's cut a little shorter in the front, but longer in the back, so it does give some extra coverage. So if you know, want something with a little more coverage, there are options. I do get a lot of customers going, oh, I can't wear that. It's, you know, too young. No, it's for all ages. You have a variety of lengths, and they're not for skiing in. A lot of people ask, like, oh, do I ski in these? No, it's for before and after. And if you don't have a pair of leggings you love, like these, we sell a ton of. They're super soft and fleecy on the inside. You can ski in these as a base layer and then just throw your skirt on over it, and they're opaque, like you're not going to see through them or anything like that. So there's lots of good choices in the leggings category, so you make sure you feel like you're well covered.
I love that. So if I go out for the hill, I wear whatever I'm wearing as my long underwear below my snow pants.
Exactly.
And then I don't have to go back to my hotel room or my condo. I put one of these cool little guys in my ski bag and throw that on, and I'm ready for après around the village.
Yes.
That is absolutely great.
No need to walk around in your, you know, bulky ski pants. You can look nice and cute after you get off the hill, and they're warm too. They're really warm, so.
Right, and that's the thing out here. Lots of times you sit down on a bench and, you know, the bench might be a little snowy.
Yes.
The bench might be metal, and, you know, this definitely gives you that little bit of tuchus protection to warm it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, so I do have like these styles at the end here. Some are a little more sporty. I do have some customers who, if they're Nordic skiing or snowshoeing, put those over like a real heavy legging underneath. And so sometimes people will do a little more active sports and wear the skirt over. But most of the time we're seeing people exactly what you described, running from the locker room to the hill or to go catch their friends for a bite after skiing and not have to run home or run back to the condo to change. It's just an easy, quick thing to, you know, get out of your ski clothes and look more like and be more comfortable.
There you have it, guys. Come check them out. Outdoor Divas, Lions Head Village.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here.
We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Hi, I'm Chappie with Beaver Creek Ski Patrol, here to talk to you about sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important up here in the mountains due to the elevation and the snow around us. The snow acts as a big reflector on us, so remember, don't fry, reapply, and enjoy your day on the mountain.
The reason TV8 does such a great job for us is it reaches our demographic. So everyone from the Vail Valley right there to the Front Range, we actually feel its impact in sales. We see it from the variety of people that are recognizing us, and we thank you so much, TV8.
Well, that's a wrap on our show today. It has been such a fun 2 hours hanging out with you in the studio. I hope you have had just as much fun as we have, and hopefully now you're all warmed up. You've got all your information to get out there and take advantage of all the fun things happening around the beautiful Vail Valley. We've got a great show in store for you tomorrow. Of course, we are here every single day, 7 to 9, and we are always live. Tomorrow, we've got a bunch of interviews happening. Dan Smith will be coming in. Vail Symposium will be coming in. We'll be chatting with Boost Oxygen. Going to be so much fun. And of course, we'll have somebody out on the mountain. We've got your local weather updates. We are always here for you with the latest and greatest of the Vail Valley. So go out and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Let's take a look at Eric, who's out there on the mountain doing a little shredding.
Schifrin with the U.S. Ski Team, and you're watching TV8.
Welcome to the Vail Home Show and another beautiful season here in Colorado. Hello, I'm Katie LaSalle, and for the next 30 minutes, our cameras will take you inside some of the most spectacular homes in the Vail Valley. Here, the country's most talented architects, builders, and interior designers work together to create these incredible mountain retreats. In addition to touring homes, this program will give you a good feel for the geography, individual neighborhoods, and lifestyles available. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the Vail Home Show, and remember, you can watch this program online anytime at vailhomeshow.com.